I thought it was a well-played game. Credit to South Carolina. I mean, they were able to get the timely hits. We just left too many runners in scoring position. I thought Benny did a great job keeping us in the game. We just weren't able to get that big hit to break through. But obviously, they did a great job with their execution when they needed to. And, credit to them. Obviously, they're one of the top seeds in the tournament, and I think they showed why today.
Lauren, Coach just mentioned about not being able to get the big hit. Just what was Sam Grass doing in the circle there to kind of keep you all off balance and not allow that big hit?
I thought she did a pretty good job in the circle today. I felt like as a team, we did a really good job of laying off of her rise ball. That's her go-to strikeout miss pitch. I really think it just came down to execution. I thought we had some good barrels throughout the game, and we just couldn't come up with a big hit. We had plenty of runners in scoring position and runners on base. We just couldn't come up with that one hit.
Lauren, can you just take us through what kind of happened on that play where you got caught in that rundown between second and third and Sam tags you out there?
Yeah, when I was running the bases, I thought the ball got by her, and that's why I went to take it. I just tried to stay in the rundown as long as I can. So,
Allison, I know you've been in this position before, but how are you feeling? I mean, would it be possible to pitch again tonight and then kind of set yourself up for a championship Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this game was a tough one. We knew going in it was going to be a battle. South Carolina is obviously a really good team, so I think we knew what we had to do. We held them scoreless through 5 innings, so it was just bad luck sometimes. That just didn't go our way, but I think I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for whatever my role is. Whatever the team needs from me is what I'm going to do.
Coach, you mentioned it as well, but just not finding that big hit. Was it something pitching? Was it maybe kind of the wind blowing in? Just how are the elements and their pitching affecting you today?
No, I mean, I think, obviously they did a good job with their, pitching staff. And, we knew they had Hurd ready, to close out if they got into that opportunity. But I thought Grass, through a real good game. She kept us off balance for the most part. And our kids, I think, did a really good job swinging the bats. I mean, we had our fair share of hits. I think, we still out-hit them throughout the course of the game. We just couldn't get that timely hit when we had runners in scoring position.
Yeah, Coach, I guess the game-changing play was there when South Carolina scored the first run and the throw came in from right field. What did you see on that? How would you rather have seen that played?
Well, I mean, I think Chloe obviously gets to the ball and she's trying to get it back into the infield and, prevent the runner from scoring. Really the only thing that went wrong with that play is a bit of a short hop on the catcher. It gets away from her. Obviously it's easy to second guess a little bit longer hop and she gets a glove on it. I didn't have a great angle on it from my end of the dugout to see if it was something we should have caught. It was just one of those plays where, I think Kenzie got caught on the short hop and it just kind of trickled off her glove. And at that point, it had kicked away enough to where, they were going to get a run out of it. At that point, we just got to lock in. Obviously, we make a pitching change and, we got to come in throwing strikes, because if we can hold that thing to 1-0, I think we got a chance to get back in the game with, having 2 more at-bats. And then, again, they get a timely hit to open it up to 3-0. And that, obviously was a big, hit for them to expand the lead like that.
Coach, how do you talk about it with the team going forward? You even mentioned it, hey, it's 3 wins in 2 days, or just got to win tonight against whoever you play.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've always just been focused on the next game and what's directly in front of us. We can't let this loss to South Carolina beat us twice today. We got to find a way to fight our way out of the losers bracket. I think our pitching depth is good enough that we can do it if, we can get through this game tonight. Obviously we'll wait and see who our opponent is. Allison, threw 7 innings yesterday against Virginia. So we'll see who it is that we're going to play. But, really wanted to, obviously, once we got to that point where we felt like she was getting tired, we wanted to make sure we got a couple of other arms in there so that they got a chance to, get their feet wet, experience what it's like to be in a regional and give us, an opportunity to really expand our options going into that game tonight.
Yeah, and your catcher had the collision with the wall there. How's she feeling? I think this is her last year. Just toughing it out for you.
Yeah, she's a tough kid to begin with. I think it probably is one of those things that just scared her more than anything else. And once, she felt like she was okay, she ran through all the tests and everything, and she's in good shape. And I think it's going to take a little more than just that bang into the wall to get her out, the rest of the weekend. I mean, she'll do everything she can to be out there for as long as we can play.
Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.